I accidentally killed someone. Warning, some audiences may find this content disturbing. View at your own discretion. Welcome to the House of Reddit. Today, we share some recent r/confessions posted on Reddit. I accidentally killed someone. A couple years ago, in a regular school day, I was in geography class that just started after the recess. Two classmates, I am going to call them Bob and Bill, were arguing in the back of the class. I didn't know what the topic was because I was in the first class row, but they started to speak more aggressively while everyone was discussing or waiting for the teacher to come. Both of them started to walk all over the class when suddenly they were in front of my desk. They were now shouting and swearing. Then it happened. I was sitting badly with my feet behind Bob. I didn't move my feet at all. I don't know why. Maybe I was too distracted or tired to do something. Bob tripped on my feet and fell down, knocking his nape to the ground. He didn't move. He was there, laid in the floor. Bill was telling him to get up, but he realized, everyone did, that something was wrong. We called a teacher and he immediately called an ambulance. Everyone was panicking. They moved us to another classroom and continued the class while the ambulance left with him. He died October 15, 2018. Since today I have been carrying with this incident. I apologize for making this look like a novel. I don't usually speak English and I don't redact well. I didn't want to keep it as a secret, and nowadays I still feel guilty. Husband will never understand my pain. I am trying to be so happy for you, my husband, today when you told me your son and daughter-in-law are expecting, but truth is I am heartbroken, so heartbroken I don't know how to fake happiness for you. All I have ever wanted is to be a mother. When I was a young girl I couldn't wait to be a mother. Why do they get to be so lucky again? Yes, there is a 12-year age difference between us, but we are still young enough to be parents, and I know you have told me over and over it would thrill you to have a child with me, but I can't help in feeling you don't understand my pain because you have experienced being a parent. Yes, we have went to the fertility doctor, and yes, with IVF we have a chance of making it happen, but how will we afford it? I just don't know if I can honestly say I will ever be truly happy if I don't ever become a mother. The pain some days is so bad it takes all I have to make it through. Everywhere I look someone is announcing a pregnancy. I even read about a 53-year-old woman becoming pregnant. Why? Can't it be me? I would give anything to have the chance to raise a family with you. We have been together 20 years. I helped you raise your sons. I even helped raise my brother's child. Everyone in my family has children. Why am I being singled out? I am not a horrible person. I treat everyone kindly. I am always putting needs of others before mine. Why can't I be blessed with the one thing that I would give anything in this world for, and that's to be a mother? I would love and adopt a baby that wasn't ours and treat it every day like it was, and I know you would also. If only adopting a baby could be so easy. I love you, my husband, I do, but I don't believe you understand how heartbroken I am and how long I have been. I wish my brother would kill himself like he says he will. He's 22, I'm 16. He lives with us, and every single fucking day is a hassle. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with him. The first 13 or so years of my life were absolute hell because of him, and now, even though physical violence isn't nearly as much as an issue as it used to be, every single time he audibly argues with our mom from my fucking upstairs room, it feels as though I have to fear for my and other people's lives. Because of the events that used to stem from arguing in general, I also have the same reactions from him arguing as when my mom argues on the phone, or him to himself, or any combination of the two. Nearly every single day, when this happens, I now have either to hide under a blanket and not move, become paralyzed until it stops, or repeatedly either punch myself or slice myself. I hardly remember anything from my childhood, but I still feel the aftermath. I still remember having to hide in bathrooms and running outside, hearing people screaming in pain even when people weren't screaming anymore. Being absolutely exhausted as to how this could happen all the time, how I became afraid of nighttime, not because of the dark, but that's when the beast would fucking come out. Having to leave the house as a young child to stay at a hotel at 1 a.m. to stay away from him, but not without dealing with the pit of it all first. The police being called more than I can count on two hands. Never taking him away. I remember him throwing a paint can at my dad's head, leaving a dent, while he had a brain tumor. He did end up dying, not because of the paint can, and of course, it got worse after that. If not only because my mother was worse at handling him than my dad was. I'm trapped in this fucking house, and even though he's much better, No physical violence, every single screech and yell, I can't handle it. I can't have any more empathy for him. I feel living in this house is abject torture. I can't have any more empathy for anyone else here. Earlier, he was screaming he was going to kill himself. He hasn't done that in a while. I can't help but to fucking wish he would. I know he fucking won't. But sometimes, it just feels like a breath of relief. I am so utterly exhausted. Call me terrible, I don't care, I will never say these things aloud. I am so fucking tired of being afraid. I'm not sure I'm capable of platonic love. I'm nearly 22 now and I don't ever remember liking/loving any of my friends throughout my whole life. Right off the bat I can tell you that the problem is even harder when it comes to female friends, but I don't know what my problem is with women, but it's still tough when it comes to male friends. The first friend I can ever remember having is when I was 4, and I remember I was always so jealous of her being near my mom and I never really wanted her to come over even though we played together all the time. The first time I remember having a best friend was when I was 8, and that little girl used to come to my house and we used to call each other after school, but I remember not really liking her much. I was kind of mean to her and thought she was annoying. All through elementary and middle school I didn't really have friends until I moved states and I met a couple of girls in 7th grade who basically forced me to talk to them, and I went over one of their houses nearly every single day. Her family felt like mine and we were inseparable for years until mid-high school. We drifted apart BC life, but I remember being glad that we did BC. She made me uncomfortable. I mean, she still reaches out occasionally, but I wish she didn't. And as for the other girl, she's my best friend ever and we've vacationed together, countless sleepovers, graduated together, cried, laughed, been completely honest and completely ourselves in front of each other. We talk every single day and she loves me to death. I know she does, but I don't really like her. I mean, I can tolerate her and I think she's a great person and I'm proud of her, but I don't love her really. I wouldn't take a bullet for her, I would sell her to Russia if the price was right. I wouldn't care if I'd never met her, and that's how I feel about every friend I've ever made. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Turn on the notifications to know when we post new videos. Thank you for coming to the House of Reddit.